Hi everyone, it's Kelly. What says Happy New Year like a whole bunch of new art supplies that you got for Christmas or that you got from Jerry's Artarama humongous overstock sale? Okay, so I've got a little bit of an art haul for you, and here's the box. I've already opened it because I'm impatient. Plus some of it came as gifts. Here, it's so much fun. Okay. Like I never get new art supplies, right? Got me two little Jinhao fountain pens and some Noodler's Dragon's Blood ink. What is the deal with Dragon's Blood? I keep finding Dragon's Blood anyway. Maybe it's a sign. And as a Christmas present, and I left it wrapped up like this because it makes a nice little pouch. I'm going to have to come up with a little pouch for these, but they're water soluble Faber Castel Graphite Aquarelle. Okay, so we got those. Yeah, I have played with these. Some Bao Hong Academy blocks. They're hot press because that's what I mostly use hot press. But so I got them in two sizes here. Okay, and then I got some. It's called mint blue. It's supposed to be non-photo blue leads for my mechanical pencil, so I can make things that need construction lines and do the construction lines in blue, and whatever I put over it, the blue won't photocopy. So that's cool. Now this is what I got. Oh, here's something else I got for Christmas. I got some Ultradraw ink for my my Koh-i-noor my Koh-i-noor brain fart. Okay. Okay, I got some. Oh, help me. Oh, okay. Oh my God, I've got the giggles. Okay, let's see if I can compose myself. Okay, let's do it. It's not even funny. I just can't stop laughing because if I don't laugh, oh my goodness, what else am I going to do? Okay, besides make art. Okay, so I got some colorless Winsor Newton masking fluid. Okay, I'm going to try really hard not to giggle. Got some. I got some. Oh, I can't help it. Okay. professional. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. All right. Do I have to like leave the room to go compose myself? I don't know. Okay, so I got some black Ultradraw ink for my Koh-i-noor Rapidograph pens. Let's see, is there anything else in here that was gifted? I think that's it. I think that's all the gifted goodies. Okay. This came from Jerry's Artarama, and these were on sale so cheap. They are Eternity 90 by New York Central. They're little watercolor. They're little watercolor sketchbooks, and they're just as cute as a button, and they come all packaged. So I'm going to keep them in the packages until I use them, because it'll help the watercolor keep its sizing. But I got a bunch of these because these were like $1.80 a piece, and then I gave some to my husband because I'm never going to use all of them. Then I got some more like this size. I haven't pulled this one out yet. Okay. I'll go ahead and pull one of them out so you can see it. Now this is 90-pound watercolor paper in here. You can see here. And these are kind of neat because a long time ago I heard one of my favorite YouTubers talk about a different brand, but what she liked about them was that you could just completely fold them back on themselves like that. So when you're out in the field, if you do plein air, these are great for taking with you, and they are. Because I've made some for myself, but I think this was like $4 and something on sale. It was like stupid cheap, you guys. So yeah, I bought enough of these sketchbook type things to qualify for the free shipping. So I have like 2 years full of, and I can't possibly make them for that kind of money. And these were, I want to say these were $5 something. I'd have to go back and look. They're not on sale that cheap anymore, but they're amazing. They really are. So I got a couple of those too. And I've already started working in them because I want to do a haul of crappy items. So if they really sucked, I didn't want to do like a haul on them. But the paper reminds me of loose bee paper. If you've ever used that, it has it's 100% cotton, but it has a real weird feel to it. However, I think it'll be great for what I'm wanting to do with it, which is light washes and making my own coloring books, because I want to do that. I want to make my own coloring books. There are times when I just want to color. I just want to, and I don't want to color someone else's work necessarily. You know, I want to color my own. But I also do like coloring other people's work. I especially kind of like Johanna Basford, but the details in hers are so detailed that they're almost a little much. Okay, and then the other thing that I bought on this sale, this is pen paper from Koh-i-noor. It is ultra smooth. This stuff, y'all, is so beautiful. It comes in what looks like a block, but it's not. It's not a block. So you can see the whole thing. It comes up, it's only glued on one edge. It's only glued on one edge. But it folds. It reminds me of a watercolor block. So this paper is 80 pound 118 GSM extra smooth surface, and it has an ink receptive coating. It kind of reminds me of there's a fountain pen paper. I can't think of what it's called at the moment, but it reminds me of that, except this is pretty thick. And I thought it would be good for, I want to do more pen and ink drawings. I want to use my technical pens. I didn't use them very much at all last year. I want to give them some love. So I got this paper, and I got 11 by 14 inch size. See if you can see the whole thing here on camera. And my idea is that I might work on some line work to do some, I'm thinking of next, for the holidays next year. I participated in a Buy Local Saturday thing at my art house. I think I want to do it again. So I'm going to start making some stuff that I can market there. So I thought I would buy that paper so that I could do some line work. I might make some coloring books. I don't know, might make a calendar. I'm not sure. Okay, and then the other thing that I did was I bought some Prang watercolor. The reason I bought it, I had some. I have this. It was my son's Prang watercolor from when he was in school, and it's still very nice. You know, obviously it's been used. And I was thinking it would be fun to do like a either a series or a class just for hobbyists, people who want to do things like make greeting cards and tags and stuff, you know, something at the art house. And I thought, I want to make sure everyone can afford it, and I want it to be good enough. And I've used these. I know they're good. I mean, if I met somebody who was on a very strict budget, I'd say get Prang, but get good paper and get a couple of good brushes. So I thought, I'm gonna check into this. So I did, and I was about to buy some, and I started reading the reviews on Amazon, and apparently they have changed their formula, and it's real gooey. And I mean, it is pretty gooey. It doesn't dry the way they used to. And the new Prang formula is not getting good reviews. So I thought I would try it and see before I, you know, plan this class around a certain paint. And you guys, I like them. I'm going to do a review on these. I understand why the teachers don't like them and stuff, but I like them a lot. In fact, I really like them. I'm kind of surprised. The yellow looks like, it kind of reminds me a lot of Nickel Azo yellow. And they have a magenta now. And the blue looks more like a Prussian blue than the phthalo blue, but you could definitely use it as your cyan in a CMYK palette. The black, okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the black in this new Prang Oval 16 palette that I picked up at Michael's. It's greenish. What it reminds me of a lot is Perylene green. So the black in the Prang palette is not like a neutral black. It's a green. It's like a dark green. And so I'm going to do a review on these for you guys because honestly, I understand why the teachers don't like it and they don't like it for the kids and everything, but I think it's a pretty sophisticated palette, and I'm going to show it to you later. So be looking for this. This is, this is not the Prang that your kids used in elementary school. However, I also wanted to see if they've changed over the years anyway. They were once made in the USA, and then they went to Mexico, and these are brand new ones, never used, but they're the old formula here, made in the USA, and I didn't have any of those. I mean, my kids were in elementary school, what, 15 years ago? So I don't know how long ago Prang stopped making the watercolors in the United States and started making them. But I mean, this has my son's name on it, so I know he used it. And made in Mexico. So I don't know how long ago. I don't know the difference between these that were made in the USA and these old ones. They look the same. So I don't know, maybe they changed the formula and just moved it to Mexico, but then they've recently changed it completely. And to be really, I went down kind of a rabbit hole. I got some of these. I found one that are not too bad. A lot of times the tins are real rusty and stuff. This does have a little rust on it, but it's not too bad, and it came with extra colors. And I thought, I could maybe clean up the tin later on and use it. I really like these. I like the format of these, like this. I'm not so I don't know. I'm not so crazy about the shape of the new ones. I don't know why. I like what I'm used to, I guess. So, but I tried these out, and these are beautiful. This kind of looks like a carmine color. These are not exactly the same as like these, but they're pretty close. And then it looks like, I guess Prang used to also make ones with full pans. So I don't know, these were extra. I got this off of eBay. And so that's what I have gotten for Christmas and New Year's. And so I don't know whether it was, and my husband got me, this was sort of the piece de resistance. This is the nib, the Kakamori nib, and it came beautifully packaged. Sorry guys, I took it out of the packaging immediately on Christmas morning and tried it out, showed my husband how it worked, because I mean it was it's like over $50, and then with shipping it's $60 for one nib. So he wanted to see what he bought me. Anyway, it's really cool. I already had several of these nib holders. Already had some, and he was bemoaning the fact that there weren't any nib holders where he got the nib, and he wanted to get me one that matched it. And I said, it doesn't matter. You can use a regular nib holder pen. I don't know what they call them, the dip pen holder thingy. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They all fit it, and it just comes off like this. And I had thought that it was hollow, and that's how come it held so much ink, but it's not. They're just grooves, which kind of disappointed me a little bit. I thought when you dipped it in, the whole thing filled up with ink, and that was the whole new thing, right? But no, it just has little grooves in it, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty cool. I think there's a lot of buzz around it. I think if I had tried it before I bought it, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I feel like it's way overpriced, and it's not worth $50-some, $60 with shipping. I don't know. You guys will have to make up your minds about that yourselves. Although I will say, I can write Merry before dipping it in, and then Christmas I can write the whole thing. But it's not the panacea that I kind of thought it was going to be. I hesitate to put that in the video because I begged for it and my husband spent the money on it. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I like it. It's nice. Not worth the money, I don't think. But anyway, you guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, despite all the giggling. And I'll make a new video soon where I use a lot of this cool loot. And I'll see you in the next video, you guys. Oh, like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind, please. Bye.